Here is the question, and here is our mind map approach. We have seen this passage in earlier lessons, and this is the mind map we came up with. Our first bite was the first sentence of the passage. What did it do? It raised a question around whether this scientist can be considered a remarkable one. Our second bite is this part of the passage. What did this bite do? It developed a case for yes as the answer, as in why this scientist should be considered a remarkable one. Then we saw a contrast trigger, followed by what we can consider the last bite of the passage. And what this does is to develop a case for no as the answer, as in why this scientist cannot be considered a remarkable one. We completed the first 4 steps, and now we must go about reading the question stem. We see that it is purpose of a highlighted sentence question. This is one of the most important sentences in the passage. This is where a case for developing no as the answer to this question begins. Otherwise, in the preceding part of the passage, it was all positive stuff about our scientist. In this sentence here, it has been stated that the fame of our scientist and his standing among the scientists has been at times been incongruent. This sentence only suggests this idea about the scientist's assessment. It does not refer to its accuracy, nor does the sentence say that the assessment is harsh. The passage simply states this assessment as a matter of fact. Therefore, answer choice B should be eliminated. 2 problems with answer choice C. First of all, the author of the passage makes no attempt to understate the contributions of our scientist. And the second problem is that the purpose of this sentence is not to understate the contributions of our scientist. The purpose of this sentence is entirely different. It is about introducing a contrast from all the information stated earlier in the passage. Therefore, answer choice C is clearly incorrect. Answer choice D is a trap because the passage does not introduce any specific scientists who disagree with our scientist. This sentence talks about the scientist community in general, so that's one problem. And one more problem with choice D is the use of this word disagreement. In this complete passage, no disagreement between other scientists and our scientist has been talked about. Only an incongruence between the fame of our scientist and his standing in the scientist community has been discussed. So that's another reason why choice D is incorrect. There is great merit in choice E. Come to think of it, the purpose of the highlighted sentence is to raise doubt about an impression suggested earlier in the passage. You see, the passage starts by raising a question as suggested by our mind map. After this, the passage spends serious time in building a case for yes as the answer, suggesting that our scientist should be considered a remarkable one. But then the passage introduces a contrast trigger and raises doubt about this impression that our scientist should be considered a remarkable one. And see, after raising this doubt in the sentence here, the passage further goes on to develop a case for suggesting no as the answer for this question about whether our scientist should be considered a remarkable one. Therefore, yes to raise doubt about an impression of our scientist suggested earlier in the passage from here to here can very well be considered the purpose of the highlighted sentence.